Okay. I'm Kelley Moore, and I want to be your mayor. The last few days, we've seen some very serious situations with respect to violent crime in our city. We continue to be the crime capital of Canada, and what we haven't been hearing from the current incumbent is anything about crime. Mr. Acheson refuses to believe that we have a crime issue in our city, while homes are being broken into, people are being shot, and people are being stabbed on our streets. This is unacceptable, and we need to get a handle on crime in Saskatoon. Back in mid-September, I released my safety platform, and I called for a task force that I would establish as mayor within 90 days. We need to acknowledge that we have a crime issue in Saskatoon, and we need to bring people together to commit to changing this situation, to bringing down violent crime, to addressing violent crime. Saskatoon needs to be safe for all. Mr. Acheson and Mr. Clark have both sat on the police commission and have continued to take actions that haven't seen these issues improve. We need to bring the partners together. We need to bring our Indigenous community and our leaders together, our nonprofits, our government organizations at the provincial level, at the federal level, and at the municipal level. The groups that are working to improve crime in our city, we need to set some goals. We need to say we want to be the safest city in Canada. We can no longer accept that we are 13 years now with going into being one of the highest crime cities in Canada. We need to bring the severity of crime down. We also need to bring the property crimes down. Everybody in Saskatoon deserves to feel safe in their home, in their work, no matter where they live, no matter who they are, and no matter what their circumstances. And I am committed as mayor, if elected on October 26th, to making Saskatoon one of the safest cities in Canada. Thank you.
You referenced the tragedy the other day. Are you concerned that this is going to look like you're exploiting something for political gain?
Absolutely not. What it does is it emphasizes what is going on in our city. We right now have a current incumbent who is saying that crime is not an issue in our city. That's what I'm emphasizing right now, that there's a refusal to talk about the issues that are important. Safety is my top priority. Saskatoon needs to be safe. Citizens need to feel safe. And it is very clear from the incumbent that he does not see this as a priority because he says we're over-reporting. That's what the reason why our stats are high, not because real crime is happening in this city.
But it's been less than 24 hours since the person was located deceased. Is this not, until we know the full story about what happened, is this not at least a little early to be talking about?
That is one scenario. We also heard about a stabbing and a gun-related incident last night. And before that, we were seeing record increases. This is not a matter of taking advantage of a situation. This is a matter of every week, every day, serious situations are happening in our city, and we need to be acknowledging it. And I released this platform on September 15th, and we didn't get the chance to talk about it in the media. We need to be talking about it. The people need to be talking about it. And what I'm saying is I'm committed to addressing it.
On the current, the mayor is no longer, for the first time in 12 years, head of the police commission. As civilian is, what is your feeling on the structure of the police commission? Should it be the mayor? Should it be people from the community?
My view on the police commission, which I had outlined in my platform back in September 14th, is that I do want to see more civilian representatives, experts in the area of safety and policing and crime prevention. I do not see that you have to have the mayor as the chair of the commission. There are other models that have been successful, and I see Saskatoon needs to evolve and adapt so that we ensure that we have the right experts at that table as being able to inform safety needs and reducing crime in Saskatoon.
Do you have any concerns about the police, what happened in this incident yesterday, their conduct?
I know that they're investigating that, and I have no comment on that whatsoever.
So what's your real plan here? Is it amping up the police force? Is it getting to the root cause of the problem? What are you going to do?
It's getting to the root causes, and it's also looking at where the crime is occurring and why it's occurring. And the best way to do that is to bring the people who are all involved in reducing crime in Saskatoon together. That includes the gang members that are reforming or are reformed. It includes the police service. It includes the nonprofits that are working, mental health and addictions, social workers, the heads of the tribal council, and other organizations that are actively right now doing work, but the work is fragmented. I firmly believe if we all together agree that we're going to be the safest or one of the safest cities in Canada, and we set those goals and we all say how we sure that we're moving forward on that plan. That's what it looks like to me.
What do you think of the views of the current chief of police?
I think that Mr. Mayhill has been talking endlessly about how we need to do things differently in this city. We need to get a handle on drugs. That's causing a huge issue. That we need to look at having a detox center for people. That we need to be looking at the root causes of crime. But what I don't see from either Mr. Clark or Mr. Atchison is them listening to what his concerns are. We need to be more responsive to what we're hearing our police service say and what we're hearing our community say. On the campaign trail, I have heard some of the worst tragedies that are happening in our city right now. People whose lives will be affected forever by crime, by violent crime. And I also know that people are trying to make a difference, but unless we're all working together and we have a mayor who acknowledges that we have a real issue, it's not going to change. We need to have somebody who says this is a priority, and I'm going to work with this community to make Saskatoon one of the safest cities in Canada.